Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? It's Thierry the artist, and damn, it's been long since I've recorded a video like this. Like, literally, according to this YouTube channel, last time we recorded a video like this was 24th April 2025. So, literally a year ago. But anyway, I'm back. Life happened. We've been doing life. We started uni. We've been going through lots and lots of character development, if I do say so myself. Damn. But anyway, we're back. So, I want to talk about a specific aspect of the nerd lifestyle, especially in this country, Zambia. So now, if any of you know anything about Zambia, it is we don't have comic shops. So, if you're a nerd like me and you like collecting, especially physical books, touching them, sometimes, okay, physical books have just a certain experience to them, touching the pages, reading them, looking at them, physically holding them, that digital books simply don't provide. So it's been kind of a struggle getting them, whether into comics, manga, manhwa, whatever. Yeah, so now, today we'll be going through my personal collection, my personal book collection. I've got manga, I've got comics, I've got this DC encyclopedia, and I've got this Ben 10 book. Don't really know what to call it because it does some alien stuff. It does 6 comics in it. It does puzzle games and stuff. I don't know what to call this thing, but yeah. So first, we're gonna start by counting how many stuff I have. Then I'm gonna do a little show and tell in the chronological order of how I got them. So yeah. So basically, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are 10 books. Wait, I think it's supposed to be 10. I think I had 11. So let's recount 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. Looks like I only have 10 books. Anyway. It's now a little show and tell, story time style. I'm gonna go over these books in the order in which I got them. So, the first book I ever got was this one, Batman Detective Comics issue 830. This one was actually a gift, funny enough. I got it in 2022, right before the Saga Comic Con. A friend of mine, Mr. Humphrey Mwanza, we passed by his house. He was showing us his comic collection, and I told him, oh, actually, I don't have any physical comics. They're like, oh wow, yeah. Then, a group of guys, the Zakoka team, Zambia Comic Book Artists Association, and Comic Book Creators Association, sorry. So yeah, then he guided us to his comic collection and said, all of us can pick one. So it's like, for real? You're just giving me this? He's like, I bet, but don't regret it. Anyway. So I ended up grabbing this thing, because it's Batman. I like Batman. So in this specific run, it's about this terrorist. What's his name again? His name was Vox. I don't know, it's been a while since I've read it. Anyway, in this specific run, Batman is looking for this terrorist who's moving around Wayne Tower. His name is Vox. The Robin in this run is Tim Drake. This precise comic was published in May 2007. So yeah, it's pretty cool. There you get it. Batman Detective Comics, issue 807, issue 830, sorry, May 2007. Wow, that's what's up. This was the first comic I got. The second one was this one, The Flash. Now the funny thing about this comic is I'm personally proud of the story of how I got this one. I got it at my second Comic Con, Kitwe Comic Con. At that time it was called Unicorn. I heard this year they're going to call it Lunacon, so that's gonna be awesome. Anyway, so for this one, why I really love this because the guy displaying comics was basically having a reading booth. He was not selling comics. but that didn't stop your boy anyway. So yeah, I saw this coming like, bro, you have so much, and like generally, what I wanted originally, he had solo leveling. I don't know if it was a volume one, like volume one of the manhwa. It was like this huge big book, and I was in love. Hold me, hold me accountable, cause I will get a solo leveling book like that. Yeah, so yeah, he had a bunch of comics. Spider-Man, like Amazing Spider-Man. He had solo leveling. He had mangas like Death Note, One Piece, whatever. He had a bunch. He had this whole suitcase full of comics. It was insane. But anyway. So back to this comic. This one, he wasn't selling anything. So I told him, hey, which one of these comics can you sell? Like I was persistent. I was like, okay, let's see. Sell me one of them, whatever. Then this one, he pulled out comics. It was two choices: Amazing Spider-Man or The Flash. So now I looked at this comic and I scrolled through and I was like, wait, I've actually seen this story. This one has August Heart. If you people are familiar with The Flash though, you know that August Heart is aka Godspeed. So yeah, seeing that this comic had Godspeed in it, I was just like, yo, I need it. Because like Godspeed is one of my favorite Flash villains. Yeah. So we bargained. He said he bought at 80, whatever. So I said, hey, can you put the price down a bit? So like the boy started negotiating. Like he started somewhere like 80 or 90 somewhere there. I started like 50, 60, whatever. I ended up buying it for 70. So it was kind of a steal in my opinion. But yeah, you hustle for your comics. So this was the second one I got. At this point I had two comics. And then I bought my first manga. So this one, it's also a funny story. Where was I? I was in Indola. I went to Indola. Yeah. I went to Indola. So when I was in Indola, I decided to explore around, walk around. I've got an aunt, she lives in Indola. So just, random side questing. I remember that Indola is a book world. And I remember seeing a couple weeks back that, hey, wait, Bookworld stocks manga now. Like this was literally the beginning, should be 2022, 2023, somewhere there. Yeah, I actually don't know. I've actually forgotten which one came first. This one I definitely got it in 2023. I forgot the exact day I got this one, but I'm thinking it's also 2023. So yeah, both of these should be 2023. So yeah, Bookworld just started stocking manga. And I saw this and I was like, yo, My Hero Academia, for those of you who don't know me, my anime ranking list is Naruto number 1, My Hero Academia number 2, Eminence in Shadow, Solo Leveling, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and that's like my top 5. Don't judge me. Yeah, it's mixed, it's a guy, whatever. I even have a romance that follows that. My 60th favorite anime is The Dangers in My Heart. If you know, you know. That's a pretty cool anime. Yeah. So, My Hero is number 2 on my list. It's literally Naruto but superheroes. Like, come on. Anyway. So yeah, this one, I ended up buying it at Bookworld. That time it was $2.30. God knows how much these things are now. And that actually brings me to my 4th book, which also has a funny story. The Ben 10 thingy. Yes, I bought these 2 books at the same day. But this one has a completely different price tag. Because the funny thing is, I wasn't even planning to walk out with this and just like, oh cool, you have a Ben 10 book? Awesome. Like yeah, I go through it and like, oh yeah, it's pretty cool, but I don't think I can even afford it. But guess what? Bookworld stocked this book for 50 kwacha. And this one's 230. I'm like, wait, a book this size? This big? Like she told me the price. How much is this? 50. I was like, Come again? 50. You're guaranteed. I just put this book in my hand. I'm like, thank you. Like I did not look back at her when walking out with this book because like there's no way. What do you mean it's 50? But yeah, this is the 4th book I bought. Then fast forward I don't think I got any books in 2024. Yeah. So 2025. This book. This book I ended up getting it by Time Machine Zambia. There was a Facebook contest, like tag your friends, receive a free comic and stuff. So it's like, yo, that's awesome. Of course, let's do it. So yeah. So I ended up tagging like 10 people on Instagram. I ended up winning this comic. I was like, yes! Yeah, it even arrived in the Yango, blah, blah. I got it. So I'm also proud of this one. Originally, I thought this is a Youngblood yearbook. Yeah. So originally, I thought this was like the first Youngblood that was illustrated by Rob Liefeld, the creator of Deadpool. He's also the creator of the Youngblood series. I thought it was that first Youngblood. This looks like some kind of secondary team. I haven't really followed the Youngblood story much. I've always loved the art of the Image guys. Like, oof, it looks cool. Especially since Image Comics has a very dynamic printing style. Like, look at this. They literally have foldable pages for intense battles and sequences. Like, that is awesome to me, at least. Yeah. So intense battles, unique printing. These guys are pioneers. They're pioneers. Yeah. So now, after that, LoseCon 2025 came about. I attended that also. At LoseCon 2025, I think I only walked away with one comic. This one, Superman Rebirth, issue 1. Yeah, this one I ended up buying it. I really forgot the price actually. But it was pretty cool art. I have the panels. It picks up after the fight with Doomsday. So some pretty cool stuff happened. I've actually read all the books I've shown you so far. I've finished reading. Yeah. So LoseCon 2025 for Superman issue 1. And then that brings us to this one. So like this one, funny story. So this year I started going to UNZA, University of Zambia. I'm in first year. Yeah. So for this one, it happened on one of my side quests of walking around East Park. Yeah. So while walking around East Park, I said, hey, let me pass by Book World to start seeing what they're stocking up. Yeah. So I started checking out Book World. I was just like, let me try to see if I can find Naruto Volume 1. So I passed by the Naruto Volume 1. There was nothing. And I really wanted Naruto Volume 1. So like my plan was to walk in there. Like at first I was just going to pass by and check if it's there. It ended with me persistently asking when they'll get Naruto Volume 1. Because like I just had the 180 switch out of nowhere mentally. I was like, I want Naruto. You're gonna give me Naruto. Yeah, so I ended up passing that. So I even ended up making like an order for it. I was just like, I put it in there. They check how many stores that have it, or whatever. Turns out the only book that had Naruto Volume 1 is the one near the airport for some reason. Yeah. So I ended up passing that. Because of that, I even became friends with one of the girls there. Yeah. She was one of the ones who are working in the store. So she would even help me out sometimes. Yeah, so I'd pass by first week, pass by second week, third week. By third week, I just like, you know what? Jujutsu Kaisen, because the day before, me and some friends were having a conversation about JJK. So I had JJK in my mind, like, you know what? Let me just buy Volume 1. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you the story about this later when I reach it. So yeah. After that, the DC book. It's like some kind of encyclopedia on the DC universe. And one of the new things about this is, look at the beautiful art, bro. Look at that. Like, and at the top, like at the top of it, you see, once you they list all the best-selling books throughout the decades. On top here, like this is in the past century, my guy. Like, look at that. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Anyway, yeah. So it's like encyclopedia. How I got this book is I was walking around through East Park again. Because like at that point it became like a thing for me. Like if I've got a free afternoon and nothing's going on, I'll just walk around the mall. So I ended up passing by Grey Matter. Alright? Mind you, at this point, I had no money. I had no intent of buying anything. But curiosity killed the cat. But happiness brought it back. Said the full phrase, not just cut it in half. Anyway, so yeah. I ended up passing by Grey Matter. Now here's the thing about Grey Matter. Grey Matter is a weird store. When you go to their novel section, fiction section, they have either some of the most absurd and you probably wouldn't read material, or some of the great, like, can I say greatest, or should I just say very interesting books. Yeah, they have very interesting books. They have Star Wars encyclopedias, they have novels like The Darkest Minds, Divergent. Like, they have some pretty cool stuff, especially for sci-fi. Like, their sci-fi does not cease to amaze me. I think they're also pretty good in fantasy. I was talking up Harry Potter and The Hobbit, I think at some point. Yeah. So yeah, Grey Matter is pretty good. It has some pretty good books. So I found this. It was near the Star Wars encyclopedias. It's like the DC book. It's a DC encyclopedia. You know, it's just that I finished my own book, the Z Comics Codex. I'll talk more about Z Comics stuff in the future. Remind me, folks. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I'll talk more about that later. But yeah, I found this amongst them, and I realized this is how I wanted the Z Comics Codex to come out, because this is really good. Like, it covers timelines, worlds, you know, heroes. Like, it has so much. Like, it has so much. And just Doomed, Victor and the Reach, blah blah. Like, it has so much. Yeah. So this was book number what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Book number 8. Last entries. This one, let me start with this one. So this one, Wolverine. My favorite Marvel character is actually Wolverine. Like, most people would assume it's Spider-Man. Spider-Man is like my second favorite Marvel character, actually. But my first is Wolverine. I really like Wolverine. As a kid, I grew up on X-Men Fox movies. Then later, just like into X-Men. Then Wolverine himself just stood out to me. He's a cool character. Even one of my personal characters, Claw, under the Z Comics universe, I themed him off Wolverine, because they're literally both mutants. Anyway, yeah. So I received complaints about my comics. The complaint was, Jerry, why don't you have any Marvel stuff? Because like, if you've noticed, majority of my stuff is DC. Like, amongst my comics, most of all my comics are DC, except the Youngblood one. Then I also bought the DC freaking book. I've got 2 mangas of them. So like, people are like, do you not like Marvel? I'm just like, I like Marvel. I like Marvel. So I went there for the sole intent of buying Marvel comic, and this was a real steal, because like, this is Wolverine issue 20 to 22, and I bought it for 50 kwacha. Yo. Oh, but if I haven't mentioned the price of this book, it's because if I told you, you think I'm irresponsible as a person. So no, you will not be getting the prices of some of these books, especially this one. Anyway, so yeah, but one day, if you want the price of this book, tell Grey Matter to make me a brand ambassador. I'll give them the prices of every book I buy from them. Yeah, but yeah, back to Wolverine. So yeah, I wanted the Marvel comic in my collection, and I wanted my favorite Marvel character. If I was telling myself, if I don't get Wolverine, I'll get Spider-Man, because these are like my top 2. I like Captain America, but I've got a feeling I won't like him as much in the comics. I haven't followed Captain America comics. I've mostly followed Spider-Man and the X-Men. Heck, even the Fantastic Four. Avengers in the comics, I haven't really followed them. But yeah. So Wolverine, first Marvel comic. Got it this year at Animate. Same place. After buying this, I literally went to buy this at Animate, so it was pretty cool. Shazam issue 1. DC Future State. I like this. Oh yeah, and this is Marvel Must Have Wolverine. I think it was published in here I'm looking for the date. 2004. Marvel Must Have Wolverine published in 2004. This one is Shazam Future State issue 1. This one is published in the 2020s if I'm correct. It should be 2020s. I'm looking for the publishing date. Apparently this comes, you never really know. 2021. Yeah. This is after Titans Academy. I actually read Titans Academy. It's pretty cool. Although they brought the Red X stuff out of nowhere in my opinion, but Titans Academy was a pretty cool book. So yeah. Shazam Future State. It also has pretty remarkable art. Yeah, like they even advertising Joker Wars, they even Titans, the Red X stuff that came out of nowhere I was talking about. It's pretty cool. And in this one, Shazam's actually leading a team, so that's unique. That's why I said lead a team was in the Young Justice Animated series. Also, I want to show you a really cool panel. Like, I know the cover isn't giving, but the art inside the book is 1,000 times better. I was like, look at this, bro. Like, he's even in the suit in the book. I don't know why he's not in the suit in the cover. But yeah, once you read it, you realize that maybe I just had a bad variant cover, because the other variant covers, they are very... Because like, this is a variant cover. I wish I bought a comic with this cover instead of this one, because like, yo. And look at this iconic panel. Like, look at how cold Wolverine looks in this. That is awesome. But those are all my comics, and I said I'll buy this one. This is a Tokyo Avengers bookmark. I realize I've got a lot of books here I have not read, so there are about 3 books here I haven't finished. I haven't finished reading Wolverine. I finished issue 20 somewhere in issue 21 when he's fighting Elektra, because Elektra's in that book. I haven't finished reading this thing. I've barely started it for obvious reasons. You can see how thick it is. And I'm on page 115 of JJK. But I have finished reading Shazam. I've finished everything here on this part, and I haven't finished this part. So yeah. Those are all the comics I have. I'm planning to have way more. I'm planning to have a whole bookshelf in my house at some point. Right now, the semester has ended, so I'm just at my aunt's place. But yeah, in my own house, I'm planning to have a whole bookcase with a bunch of comics and stuff. So yeah, those are all the books I have for now. Yeah, that was awesome. That was good. It's been long since I've made a long form video like this, so thank you. If anyone enjoyed this, like and subscribe. More nerd lifestyle videos on the way. You betcha. But yeah, for now I'm ending here. So from me, Thierry the Artist, I'll see ya in the next video. Peace.